Shall we? We'll hit that marker. And I'm interested to see what Skull's playing today. I know what Skull usually plays. That doesn't mean it's always going to be the same deck, you know? Sometimes y'all surprise me. Sometimes you give me a different version of Control, and I scream into the void. Ah, liquid. What do you mean the opponent won the coin flip? I'm working so hard out here to win coin flips, and this is how I get thanked. I am not upset about going first, though. I'm slightly more upset about going first. Alright, this, well, this isn't the hand that I would want, personally, but, we'll do what we can because we must. Control is the BDIF. It isn't. It's fine, it's working very well, clearly, at the moment, but I wouldn't say it's a bit of... Okay, well, this isn't the best start ever, but we will do what we can with this hand. We're going to have to burn some resources here, which is quite annoying. But, as the kids say, it is what it is. Are the kids truly saying it is what it is? What is deck you think is shit, but others think is great okay? I'm still, to this day, not convinced by, what's it called? Lost Giratina. I still don't think the deck is that great. I mean, I'm sure I'm wrong, because I always am, but I just don't think it's that good, which is annoying, because I'd like to think it's good, you know? I just, you know, I don't see the excitement that everybody else sees. There's an argument to, like, just put Squawkabilly up front, because I know something's going to die anyway. But instead, we're going to go build up what we can. We've already played down something, that's fine. There's no point in playing that down just yet. I think we're fine with just 20 on the Raikou for now. Because we have the retreat on this Iron Valiant. In fact, you know what? We might as well use it or lose it, you know what I mean? There's every chance this Iron Valiant dies anyway, so we might as well put the damage down what we can. Bang. It's very mid, I agree. I'm sure it's weird, right? Because I don't want to say I think it's shit, but I don't think it's great despite its results. Does that make sense? Like, it's not like Miraidon that everyone used to poop on constantly. Like, I always thought Miraidon was a relatively good deck, to be fair. Like, it was always decent. But now it's, like, obviously really good. But so many people are like, oh, mid-Rhydon, oh, mid-Rhydon. It's like, come on. It's like, it's a decent enough deck, and now it's gotten better. Right now, I think Roaring Moon is terrible. Some other people think it's great. People are getting, like, good results with it still, with slightly different builds to what I'm running. But I think Roaring Moon is just really bad at the moment. But I also think it's a very, like, infant state deck, where right now, you look at Professor Sada's Vitality, for example, and the whole, like, ancient archetype. Yeah, there's not a lot of support there. You got Brute Bonnet, and you've got, what's it called? Brute Bonnet and Screamtail, which doesn't get used currently. But we've got, I'd say, 2 or 3 more sets yet that'll introduce more ancient Pokemon, that'll introduce more future Pokemon. And I think these decks will, like, kind of form their own decks, if that makes sense, like Rapid Strike did. Like Single Strike somewhat did. Rather than being, like, tools within other decks. Like, this deck kind of is a future deck by itself, but it is relying on, you know, Entei and Medicham. I think there's an Iron Valiant deck that will come out eventually. Not Iron Valiant. A future card that will make sense to go with Iron Valiant, that will support it and make it more focused on future. And same with Ancient. Like, you look at Professor Sada's Vitality. It's attaching 2 energies of any kind from the discard pile. As long as you've got an engine that discards energy, and you've got Professor Sada's available, like, you can just kind of power up anything. It's been proven by, like, the whole Greninja thing. Like, the Greninja power-up in Roaring Moon is, like, super clumsy. You got rely on the NG switches and blah, blah, blah. Imagine you don't have to do that with Professor Sada. Like, imagine you just attach to a Water Ancient Pokemon, and then manually attach a Double Turbo, or whatever. Then you can attack with that one instead. And I think the Ancient archetype will become a lot more toolbox than we've seen in a while. Like, toolbox exists, obviously, but I don't think it really truly exists right now. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Hello, Atom. Hello. I'm finally here in time to play some games. Yo, hell yeah, dude. Like, everyone mid-Rhydon is too catchy a title. I don't agree. I want to say it's good, but it's actually shit, Tina. I just don't think it's... I don't think it's bad. I just don't think it's as good as everybody thinks it is. I think that makes sense. Right, we don't have a whole lot of options right now. I'm going to be truly honest with you all. So, I don't think there's any point in putting that down. We're a little bit stuck. It's got to be said. Honestly, I might just play you down. We're like not actually seeing anything helpful here. Let's just pop you up just to make things hopefully slow down a little bit. Yikes. People say Tina is shit, then it makes it top 8 international. It can't be that bad. I mean, people say that with like Chempao and Miraidon too, before rotation. Like Chempao isn't bad. It's just like it's got some consistency issues. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to consider when it comes to what decks are actually good, what decks are actually bad. I don't think there's many bad decks in the format. Like whatever makes it into top 8s, I don't think you can call any kind of mid or bad or whatever. Realistically. But it's certainly not great to, like, see... If only one makes it, for example, I feel like that's kind of more indicative of where a deck is. Like, they've clearly hit the right matchups, they've clearly, you know, just been played by a really good player. There's a couple of ways you could, like, think about how that goes. Man, we are just seeing nothing. Uh... 110 on the Raikou, that's fine. Chipping this down a little bit. As annoying as this is, I kind of have to just put the Entei in the active. Just try and get something going. That's something. That is something, legally speaking. I think we have to take that combination of cards. Is that the combination of cards? I think we have to set up for the future, really, don't we? Because right now, what we're doing is doing nothing. So... just hope the boss isn't too mean. Yeah, that's gonna have to do it. Yikes. Hello, Go Bowling Addict. How's it going, dude? You haven't been on the stream in a while. I did wanted to give you a little shout out, and I did in the previous stream. You are holding it down for Regidrago in the online tournaments, and I really respect that. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for that service. You're doing it for the team. Okay, upsetting, but we persevere. US regionals where 7 of the top 8 were Lugia, not exactly exciting to watch. True. Thank you, lol. You're welcome, dude. I'm glad someone's doing it for Regidrago, because I'm certainly not. I miss Regidrago. He was my boy. Okay, so there is a combination of cards that we'd like to see here. That's very funny. Very, very funny. And also kind of annoying. I just realized I shouldn't have played down an extra card if I didn't have to as well. I've kind of messed up the order of things here. That's not what I'm looking for. God. I think we just have to go to this. Man, this is kind of poop. I think we have to go like this. And dink. You. Oh man, this is awful. We don't really have anything that helps here. We just kinda lose. Yeah, so there's something I talked to Murdo about yesterday, or today even, actually. I am firmly believing that we need to find a way to get a fighting engine to this deck. Because I think Medicham being able to use Smash Uppercut on Miraidon for weakness is going to be super important for this matchup. It is like the Miraidon, it's not impossible to beat with the right combination of cards. Like, you need to see the switch cards, you need to be able to power up the Entei and stuff like that, but my god, it's so difficult. You know what? You're going to take a knockout anyway. I'm playing Drago for a long time, never gonna stop. I'm proud of you, dude. You see that Gobbling? Now you have to play Retro Drago every game in these streams, otherwise Jess is gonna get disappointing. Gobbling is his father's name. Call him Mr. Go Bowling. Yeah, as we saw on the thingy, like, this isn't a good matchup. But we'll do what we can. I imagine a boss's orders is coming before long. But yeah, our hand has just been absolute trash, so I'm not going to be too sad about this situation. It is what it is. Go on, Radiant Charizard, you got this. Spoiler, he didn't got this. Can we even attack? We can't right now. I don't know why I attached the fighting energy then, like it was going to make any difference. Cool. Yeah, we got nothing. You know what's going to make this even easier for you? Just take the Iron Valiant. Ugh, rubbish. I'm trying out the anti-Chien-Pao Toedscruel in Drago. It makes sense. But like, are you actually worried about Chien-Pao? I don't think there's any reason to worry about Chien-Pao in current meta. It's good if it gets going, and again, if we solve the consistency issues of Chien-Pao, it might actually be a decent call, but right now, it doesn't feel good to play. Jester, I hardly know her. Hello, Clam, how's it going? GG Skull, GG. I didn't have much there, really.